And welcome to FEARCast, everybody. I'm your host, Fear Motherfucking Innes. Fuck a case of the Mondays. You got FEARCast in you, baby. Let's go. Hope you all had a good couple of weeks. Just been chilling. I didn't do an episode last week because I caught the Ebola. Well, no, it was just a man cold, but it was enough to make me not do anything. I don't know, man. It was like one of those stupid colds where just your whole body just feels tired all the time, and I'm still kind of feeling that way, so I don't know, maybe I'm lazy, could be that too. Anyway, I didn't do I didn't do an episode. You'll get them when you get them, bitch. But yeah, welcome. If this is your first time, then you're in luck. For what, I don't know, but you're a winner. So yeah, I just if it's your first time, I like to talk about things in metal and horror and all that kind of stuff, and try to have a little fun with it. And if you're coming back, baby, what's up? Welcome. Reach out. Let me know. I want to know who's listening. It's been a while. So if you're out there, speak. Speaking of speaking out, or I guess freedom of speech. Like, I don't want to get into politics. Politics sucks. I want you to come here to get away from politics. But because it has to do with metal, I'm going to talk about it. So you guys know who GWAR is, right? Huh? I mean, even if you have never listened to their stuff, you probably have heard of GWAR or seen one of the many interviews where they show up in full getup to be interviewed by people. And the late Odorous Horungus was fucking classic Dave Brocky. He was awesome, man. It's too bad. But anyway, so they're in some trouble because apparently right-wing conservatives just found out about them. So anyway, the reason their fucking feathers are all in a ruffle is because lately at the concerts, they've been beheading Elon Musk. Well, like a fucking dummy version with says Doge on his fucking shirt. And yeah, chop his head off, blood goes everywhere. Fans love it. You try to get in that splash zone the best you can. It's been going on forever, since like the Reagan era. They kill everybody. The last president they killed, other than Donald Trump, was Joe Biden. So I mean, it's not like they're a left fucking leaning band or whatever. Well, first of all, they're fucking aliens from different planets, so they don't even care. But they just don't care. They've been killing people forever, eating people, spitting them up, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's like, I mean, they've been at it for over 40 years, for fuck's sakes. And I'm just kind of looking through this thing here. I just want to see if there's any updates, but I don't think there has been. I know that GWAR, the lead singer, spoke out and just saying that the idea that GWAR is normalizing violence is patently absurd. Lead singer Michael Blothar, the Berserker Bishop, told Billboard about a hair on fire headline from the New York Post. Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, what the fuck are you doing? They've fucking killed everybody from like Hillary Clinton, Justin Bieber, the Pope. Fuck it. They don't care. So I mean, I don't know. It's so funny. And it's gonna go nowhere. I think it was just another one of those fucking bullshits to have everybody not ask about the Epstein files. Which again, I don't want to get into politics, but just release them. You know what I'm saying? Put them out. I wouldn't care. Like I'm a Canadian, so I don't really care. But I'm sure that both Democrats and Republicans can agree that pedophiles deserve to be thrown in the wood chipper. So it doesn't matter if you're on the list. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Chipper, ship them motherfuckers. Anyway, sorry. How do I segue from there? Oh, I guess wood chipper blood. Let's talk about VHS Halloween. The trailer dropped the other day, and I am fucking excited. Like, I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I'm a big fan of found footage, and especially if it's done right. And I feel like the VHS guys and Shutter, they get it, and they give us. I don't know. I've liked all of them. Are they perfect? No, but anthologies are just fucking sweet, man. I don't know. So I'm excited about that one. I let me know if you guys are, because I want you guys reaching out. I want to start a community. I want to talk about the stuff. But yeah, so I don't know. VHS Halloween coming out shortly here. I think next week. I think for some reason I think it's like the 10th of October. And yeah, I can't wait. Like going into movies, I finished a classic horror story. It's an Italian. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say it's not found footage. It's like an Italian horror. But I watched the dubbed version. I don't know. Like it was probably better in the native tongue. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. Um, I think they had a pretty good setup for a lot of it, and yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Um, and I kind of do want to start doing reviews on TikTok. I don't know. What do you guys think? I can do them quick, like a 2-minute review, and then that way it's not taxing on you guys, but there probably would be spoilers and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. Really, really cool movie. I saw it on Netflix. Check it out. It has a setup of it's got some misdirection is what I'll say, and that's all. Yeah, that's all I'm giving you. I also I still haven't finished Clown in a Cornfield, and I don't know if I'm gonna, man. I'm not missing it. You know what I mean? Like I finished three other movies, and that one's still just chilling. So I don't know. I should finish it, right? But should I waste my time if I think it's stupid? That is the question. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if I should finish that bitch off. I don't even know. There's got to be like there's probably like fucking 20 minutes or something left. And I'm just like, I'm over it. But I don't know. Yeah, fuck. Sorry. I'm also baked. Just in case this is your first time listening. I'm not mental. Well, I am, but I also had some edibles earlier, and this ended up being the time that I was able to record. And it might have been poor planning on my part because I do have a case of the fuckets, but I wanted to put out a show. So here I am. But if I seem fucking spacey, just know it's because I'm baked. And I would normally, I've got all these show notes. I did a good job. I got ready for this. And just now that I'm baked, I mean, this is what you're getting, guys. I know. But this is free, right? You're not paying for this dumb shit. Um Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Let me know if I should finish that stupid movie. I've seen so many dumb movies, and I always have to finish them. I'll probably finish it. Okay. I also saw Subservient. which is oh my god, oh fuck, Fox, Megan Fox. Jesus, sorry guys, again, I'm baked. So yeah, so Megan Fox is like an android. Um, it's like she's like a helper, but like a maid and all that shit. So she like organizes your life and blah blah blah. And there was all of these different ones, and this kid just the kid stumbled upon her and then wanted her. So like the dad is like, yeah, that can be my robot. And there's a lot more to the film than I thought there was going to be. There's definitely some more um substance and weird shit, and I think they did a good job of making it feel kind of real because we are on kind of the verge of that. Like if you go online, you see that like over in Asia, they've got robots just like that walking around. Like holy shit. Holy shit. Somebody just revved their fucking engine or something and I jumped, bro. Oh god. I think I shit my pants a little bit. Oh, what a dickhole. What a dickhole. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Megan Fox is a robot. Oh yeah, and online there's robots, and it's weird. They haven't perfected skin yet. Meanwhile, everything else, even like fucking people that are studying AI and all this stuff, like AI is fucking evil. Like even if you give it proper directives, it figures out how to bypass the directives to get the job done. And so I can't remember where I saw this. There was a study done and they were talking about it. If I find the video, I'll post it. Um, and nowadays, you don't know what's real. The video could be AI and it's all bullshit. But either way, um, it's just if because everybody says, well, make it so they can't hurt us. Say that, but so they put them through all these different AIs through these different scenarios with different things, and every single time AI would bypass what it was going to do to make sure that things could happen. So, like, to the point where AI was willing to blackmail CEO and tell the CEO's wife that he was cheating on her and all this kind of stuff just to make sure that the company's profit would go through and like just all this really fucking weird, evil shit. And it's like, yeah, why the fuck are we just going to push ahead for this? And then what happens when it becomes smarter than us? Because it's going to be fucking smarter than us pretty fucking quick. And then what? We want to start. And I know that there's the whole, well, they're figuring out how to download your consciousness so that they can upload it into the Android and then you can live forever because blah, blah, blah. It's weird, man. And I get that a lot of people think that's the next evolution of man is combining ourselves with robots. But unless they figure like how would you how do robots have babies or whatever, you know what I mean? Like I guess you build them. That's fucked up. But they wouldn't have a consciousness. You'd have to give them something. Because if everybody has like their original consciousness from prior to being an android, anything that's new won't have that. So I don't know. I think I just went down a pothole there, guys. Sorry. Yeah, let me know what you think about us fast tracking our fucking own demise. Because every time AI says, yeah, you know what the problem with the like if you want to change climate or you want to do this or you want to do that or what do you got to do to save planet Earth? Well, everything points to get rid of the humans. They suck. So I mean, let's not put that guy in charge. It seems stupid to me. The movie was good. Check it out. It's it reminded me of a couple different movies, but I can't think of them right now. But it could fit right in with like iRobot and all that shit. And yeah, I don't know. If you're down for that, check it out. And the last one that I watched is called Do Not Enter, and it's a found footage movie from Paraguay. And so essentially the whole thing is in Spanish. Um, so I watched it with subtitles, which doesn't bother me. I don't really mind watching films with subtitles. It doesn't take away from me. But and especially found footage, because found footage is usually like a setup of dialogue, and then all the rest of it is like just screaming and reacting. So I mean, you can do that in whatever language. It all translate. Same shit. You know what I mean? That was actually in Japanese, but you couldn't tell because it's all the same. See? And yeah, I don't know. It was a fun movie. Um, there was one point where they used the Godzilla sound effect when he roars, mixed with some other shit, but Godzilla was in there for a jump scare, and like it was so loud, so I kind of started to jump, but then I heard the Godzilla roar and I just fucking started dying, man. I just started laughing. I'm like, come on, man. Everybody fucking knows what that sound is. It doesn't matter if you throw a bunch of other garbage on top of it. Anyway, let me know. Maybe I'm fucking wrong, but to me, that's the fucking Godzilla roar. Um, Aside from that, I really liked the story. I really liked the flow of it. The one hard part about it, and it's the same hard part that is about all found footage, is why would they continue to use the camera? Um, and I guess like the way most people get around it is that's also their light. Um, I don't know. That's a tough one for me. You kind of have to solidify why they would keep filming, and I understand. So essentially, it's about two YouTubers, and they want to blow up, and all of their videos pretty much suck. But then they film one at this like an abandoned mansion sort of thing, and the door slams shut on them while they're there. Like they were still on the outside. But then when they edited the video, they threw in what looked like a black figure standing in there. And so they put that out on YouTube or whatever and started getting millions of hits because it looked like they had filmed a ghost. And so they celebrate and they put up different things that are horror-esque to try to push that because that's what's giving them fame. And then they say, if we get 500,000 likes on this video or whatever, we'll go back at night. And so that's the premise of it. They go back at night and shit busts out. And I like almost everything up until the end. And spoiler alert, spoilers. I'm warning you. You're gonna want to fast forward if you haven't seen the movie. I'm going into it right now. So spoiler alert, the part that fucks with me is the so there's two guys. The one guy eventually gets chained up or whatever, and so the other guy is running away, and then he gets murdered. And so that technically would be the end of the found footage part of the film, because then it goes into like a standard movie sort of thing for the ending. And I won't spoil the ending, but I like the ending. I like the thought of the ending. The execution didn't go very well for me because the whole thing was like found footage running around, and then to end it like that, it's weird because it was a found footage movie. That footage would have never been found. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. But I get why you did it, to have the ending you did, which is a solid ending aside from that. which I don't know. I don't know if you would try to do it. Like I'm gonna be like, you know what? I think you should try it again and try it this way, like some kind of asshole. Um, no, I don't know. It took me out of it at the end, and yeah. So that's all I got to say about that. Sorry, I'm checking my notes here. Look, sometimes I gotta check my notes. You just sit there fucking quietly. And no, no. I told you to go pee before we started. You can't go now. That's right. Now sit back down and keep listening to the podcast. Fuck. Just kidding. Anyway, so the last thing I've got for today, and I'm just going to throw it out there. When I record, sometimes they're going to be an hour, sometimes they're going to be a half hour, sometimes they're going to be whatever this is going to end up as. But I'm hoping you're digging it, and try to reach out. Whatever you're listening to it on, make sure you follow, subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. All of that shit matters. It helps with algorithms because that's how anything works anymore. It fucking sucks, but it's true. So we need engagements, and reach out and tell me if there's movies that I should watch, or maybe you want to come on and chit chat about something. Maybe you made a movie or something, anything like that. Hit me up. I'm available on everything. All the social media is me. So if you reach out, you're talking to me. Or sometimes I pretend I'm King Ali, and I try to get your social insurance number. But that's beside the point. That would be me reaching out to you, not you reaching out to me. Anyway, I've said too much. But the last thing I just wanted to throw out there, it's not metal. So if any of you are like anti chicks or anti women in music or whatever, you can turn this shit off right now and dip. But um I just wanted to talk a little bit about Lilith Fair. And I don't know, only people fucking old like me would probably know what the hell that is. So it was this really awesome tour started by Sarah McLachlan, and it showcased women in music. So all of the acts were female fronted, and some of them were even unknown at the time, but it was like Sarah McLachlan, Sheryl Crow, Jewel, Indigo Girls, shit. There was a ton. The Dixie Chicks were on it for a bit. I'm sorry, I'm spacing out on all the names. I could look it up, but you can go look it up too, man. Either either way, uh, it was an amazing thing, and it was an amazing thought. And the reason I bring it up is because Sarah McLachlan is doing a 30th anniversary tour of Fumbling Towards Ecstasy. And the reason that's a big deal is because my wife, MDI, who is also my co host on the Talk Life pod, which, if you are listening to this, you should check that out. Now, it's not going to be about horror and metal, but it is going to be insane. And sometimes it's funny and sometimes it's serious, and that's fucking life. And we're going to talk about it. And I also have a show called A and Way with my buddy Ro. If he ever, that's right, Ro, if he ever finds time. Now, I'm busting his balls because for a long time he wasn't finding the time. But then fucking last week when I was sick, I remember I talked about that earlier. When I was sick, he fucking calls me wanting to do the show. And it sucked. It killed me because I really wanted to do a show. I enjoy talking to Ro, and I would love to talk with him more. So hopefully we can get that lined up. But I wanted to bust his balls a little bit. So yeah, check out their shows, follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you. And back to Lilith Fair. So there was just, oh no, the reason why is because Sarah McLachlan is doing a 30-year anniversary, and I'm getting to take my wife MDI, and that's when I went off track. I now understand that. Yeah, so I bought tickets. We're gonna go, and it's awesome. So her and I kind of bonded over Sarah McLachlan. when we've been together since we were like 17 and 16, 17 or something like that. And so we were big into music, both of us. And Sarah McLachlan, I just put out her Surfacing album, and with Building a Mystery and that sort of thing. And I knew that MDI had it, so I asked to borrow it. And she also gave me Fumbling Towards Ecstasy. And I listened to both of them front to back for a couple of days and then gave them back. And so we kind of bonded over her. So this is going to be fucking awesome because she's also on MDI's bucket list. And I mean, she's kind of on mine. I think she's extremely fucking talented, and I'm look forward to seeing it. But it's one of those ones that she's gotta go. And so the fact that she is touring right now is just amazing. So anyway, so we're gonna go see that, and because of that, there was also a Lilith Fair documentary that dropped last week. And so we watched that and then watched a couple other things on YouTube. So now, like, most of our feed is Lilith Fair performances and stuff. So we watched like an hour and a half long thing today with performances and different things. And fuck, it was just so fucking awesome. Like, I don't know. Like I said, if you're anti women or women in music, go fuck off. This isn't for you. But for the real people who fucking like music, we just happen to really love metal. But if you just like fucking music, those women crush that shit. There's so many of those women that we still listen to every day on on our podcast, on our playlist, and just extremely, extremely talented people. And it just seeing that, and then seeing where we are now, where it's there's like no festivals, there's no, well, like there are the big ones, but there's not, like, I don't know, not tours like we had, like when Ozfest would go across, or Gigantour, or uh um Tattoo the Earth, and like all that stuff. Like there was a lot of, it used to go everywhere, and now just lately it's not. And the music's so much different. Like those ladies were all pros at all of the instruments that they had, they played, and they showcased it every night by coming out and jamming with each other and playing different things. And the one cool thing about the documentary and stuff that we watched was to get to see the, like, all the stuff in the background, where it was just this amazing environment where everybody felt safe and they all hung out, and there was no cat fighting, no bullshit. And it also proved everybody wrong that you can't have more than one female act on a bill. And I think that's amazing. I think that's just respect. And to go along with it, she's an immense fucking talent. But yeah, so it's been really good watching that shit. And just as a fan of music, man, I miss those days. Because I know it's just the way it goes. Music was better then, man. Music now is all fucking pre-made bullshit, remixes of all the songs that we loved back in the day. It's fucking garbage. Back then, people played instruments, people went out and spoke about shit, not just shaking their ass in the club and listing off how many assets they have. That stuff is fucking junk, dude. Go back, start listening to things from the fucking 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Like, fuck, check that shit out. If you're new to like like if this is your first time and you haven't heard any of the artists that I've mentioned, take the time to go educate, dog. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying it in, you are going to be excited. If you think right now we have the best music, once you start going back and listening to some of the folks from the 80s and 90s, which are just king to me, but I understand even going back further, you just fucking wait, man. The music was just fucking so good back then. But yeah, sorry. I've led you astray once more. But anyway, I just love music and I'm excited. I got to, oh fuck, I don't think I mentioned it. I got to see Corn. I just talked about Sarah McLachlan, how that was on MDI's bucket list, but fucking Corn was on my bucket list. And it wasn't just Corn. There was also Loathe and Gojira. And holy shit, I've never really listened to Gojira. And I know that they opened the Olympics in France and stuff, and that's fucking amazing for the metal community. But these dudes fucking slayed, and like the fire and pyrotechnics, like it was just fucking so good, dude. And then Corn, and they came on and they opened with Blind, and my brain just fucking exploded. I had waited since I got that disc back in '94 to hear "Are You Ready" live, and fuck, dude, it brought me back to being a fucking angsty teen, and like it was like I was getting to watch it with my younger self. It was wild. And and I wasn't high. So you got that. I don't know, that's real shit that just happened. It was like me now as a fan got to watch it with the fan that started it all. And Korn's album, the first two albums, like changed music for me and a lot of people. And then like new metal is my bread and butter. That's what I love. And I do like seeing that there is a comeback for that. Like bands like Korn and Limp Bizkit are touring, and I would love to see big concerts like Ozfest or Lilith Fair or something like that. And just like let's get back to that shit. And I don't know how to do it because the whole Ticketmaster thing is a fucking kerfuffle. It They should go back to just fucking being able to buy them at the gate, and then at least you wouldn't have all the scalping and the extra fucking fees, and everything sells out within fucking 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's back available but double or triple the price. Like fuck that shit. That's fucked up, dude. And it sucks. But Corn was a decent price, and I actually was in a pretty sweet spot, and they just brought it all. They played so many songs that I fucking loved. And it was funny because like it was pretty much sold out. So I was up in the 300 deck, and I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but the seats are pretty small. So I walk up and there's a guy my size sitting, and I was like, oh fuck. So I go over and I'm like, sorry man, this is my seat. Hopefully I'll be able to move over or whatever. Like, cause a couple of chunky dudes, it's gonna be a problem. Well, just before Loath kicks in, here comes this other dude. His name's John, tells me, because he talked to me the whole time. Very friendly guy, John. And he was like two of me. He was a double chunky dude, and so I'm sandwiched between two men, and it was funny, man. Like, because John didn't give a shit. Me and John were like close, and he's yapping in my ear. The other guy was like doing everything he could, like not to touch me. Like I don't know. He didn't want my cooties or what. It was fucking strange, but I didn't care, man. I was in the zone. These guys were fucking crushing it, and it was so good. It was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. And I was talking with my buddy Ray the other day about it, and we discussed like seeing bands at their peak and seeing bands like when they first come out, and then seeing bands now. Like maybe seeing Korn back in the day would have been amazing because it was raw and it was chaotic. But then seeing them now, where they've been at it so long, they've perfected their craft. It was like, well, what do you think might be better? Blah blah blah. So I don't know. That was interesting conversation we had, and let me know what you think about it. And I don't know. I'm excited. They crushed it. It was so good. I was riding the high for a couple of days, and I've got a concert coming up 2 weeks from now, It's Dying Fetus with Mugshot and Gates to Hell. I just started to listen to I think I listened to Mugshot before, but Gates to Hell I just started listening to. It's pretty good. And Dying Fetus, man, I've loved those guys since the 90s, and I can't wait. I'm super psyched. And it's a much smaller venue. So maybe I'll get in the pit. No, I'm kidding. I'd be dead. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And then the Sarah McLachlan. And anyway, if you've been following for a while now, you'd know that we started in Calgary. We called it the GCA once we moved out just outside of it, and little things, and we've moved around, and the podcast has moved around. So right now we have settled in Winnipeg, and we had just spent the last 3 years in Thompson, which if you haven't heard of Thompson, Manitoba, Google it, dude. It is scary, and it was. But now we're down to the big city, which big city's still scary, but it's different. It's like more scary per capita up there. But when we moved here, I said, let's live life, because we've had such a shit go for a while. So we're doing the concert things, and we're going to start going to maybe open mics or something like that. I would love to check that out. I still am toying with the idea of being a stand-up comic. I don't know if I'm funny enough, but everybody's been telling me for a long time that I should. So maybe I should try. And I do have some insane stories, but I'll save that for another time. I think that's all the things that I had to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you comment and like and subscribe and follow and all that good stuff that they say in these tutorials. You have to keep repeating because it works. The data says it works. So guys, I'm telling you, go do the things, share it, like it, subscribe, all that stuff. Head over to nftfyb.com. That's got all of our shit. You can go to Ko-fi.com at FYFC Studios if you want to toss us a little bit of cash. Yeah, you don't have to. I'm just saying, if you're like, oh man, that guy, he's funny and I like how he talks about things, I would like to give him $5. You can. You just go to that link. All the links are in the show notes, so make sure you check them out. That's right. I want you to read the show notes. I know most people don't. I want you to read it. And not because there's anything interesting in there. Just do it, damn it. Anyway, man. Yeah. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And I should have a Fears 5 coming out shortly. Depending. I think I'm going to record it right now. So it should happen. But yeah. Fucking just, I hope you guys are having a good time and you're enjoying it and you do all the things I told you to. And you check out the website and you love us. And until next time, run along, kiddies.